Hello, welcome to this video introducing the Gospel of Mark. Mark's Gospel is almost certainly the first to have been written. It's the shortest, with only 16 chapters. And it's almost certainly the account that Mark has written down of all the stories that he's heard Peter tell numerous times throughout his life. Years ago I heard of an actor in the West End simply reciting Mark's Gospel as if he was Peter, and he drew huge crowds and then went off to Broadway and did the same thing there. This makes the point very clearly that what's going on with Mark's Gospel is that Peter is describing the 3 years of his engagement with Jesus in ministry. The key theme that runs through the Gospel of Mark is that Jesus is the Messiah. In fact, that phrase is used several times and always in the crucial places. However, Jesus seems to have preferred not to use that title. He chooses rather the title Son of Man, and in doing so is picking up on the prophecy in Daniel chapter 7, where Daniel prophesies that the Son of Man will come and will establish his kingdom in heaven, and the kingdom will fill the earth. This explains also the secrecy theme that seems to go through the Gospel. Jesus is hesitant about using the title Messiah and preferring to use the rather less baggaged term Son of Man. Now, the main verse in the Gospel of Mark is chapter 10 and verse 45, which says, "The Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." And this takes us to the heart of the Gospel. Mark presents Jesus as reigning from the cross. He is the suffering servant dying for his people's sins. He is the one who goes to the place of destitution in order to win humanity back to himself. And the key imperative for those who follow him, for his disciples, is in chapter 8 and verse 31, where it talks about those who follow Jesus. They must take up their cross every day and follow him. And here we touch something that is at the heart of Peter's testimony, because Peter failed Jesus at precisely this point. When the real test came on the night before Jesus died, at his trial, Peter denied him 3 times. And the challenge for us, as we engage with this gospel, and as we consider the challenge to follow Jesus as his disciples, is to be loyal to him, and to be unashamed, and to be faithful to him all our lives.